and it's fucking optimizing my connection. Yeah, fuck you.
That's good?
No, it sucks, man.
Not good. Optimizing, that's a good thing.
I don't know, because I paid bank for this. It ain't,
Oh, man.
you know, it ain't cheap to do this.
Oh, sorry.
Alrighty, folkies. We're down here at Pala Market Street in support of Kurdish anarchists in Kobanê. And as soon as I find somebody, I'll do an interview here for you so you know more about what's going on. This is a real mess in the Middle East once again. And the Turkish government is standing by and they're letting people get massacred in Kobanê, which is on the border with Turkey. Let me turn that around. And they're not allowing, they're allowing very few Kurds to come across the border from the town there. And basically, the Turks are just letting by and they're just standing by and they're letting this happen. So a group of anarchists that were part of the Gezi Park demonstrations came down and they're basically providing humanitarian aid for the Kurds that are coming across the border, the Kurdish refugees. So just give me a few minutes and I'll see if we can find somebody to interview. We're down here at Pala Market here in San Francisco. This is your live streamer, Freeman Sullivan, on October the 8th, 2014 at approximately 2:20 p.m. So we're just going to kind of hang here. Basically, this is a sign holding project here. I'm a little bit later at Union Square at 5:30 p.m. There's going to be Revolutionary Light Brigade is going to be out doing projections at Union Square, and I'm going to try to live stream some of that if my body helps me, agrees with me. We're down here with the show of Solidarity. We've got about maybe 10 people down here so far. I'm not really sure on how many people are going to show up, but you know me. I'm sorry, we're adjusting our monopod here.
Customers line up right here, guys.
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
so I'm standing with them. Okay, we gotta go. I mean, I'm
Yeah, we can't impede the flow of capitalism. So this is a pretty high visibility spot, probably the most high visibility spot here west of the Mississippi. So it's a pretty good place to have a demonstration. Maybe in a few minutes. You guys got anybody that wants to talk to the press? Okay, well I'll hit them up here in a little bit. So what's happening in Kobanê right now? The ISIS fighters are using modern weapons that were seized or provided by the United States. So they have all these heavy tanks and missile launchers and all that crap, and they're using their superior technology. It's not that the YPG is not fighting, but they only have so much technology that they're using that they can use. Their weapons are basically fighting a guerrilla war with just guns and knives. versus missile launchers and tanks. So I don't think that this demonstration is about asking for U.S. intervention, because we know that every place the United States gets involved, it turns into a hell and a real shitstorm, to pardon my French. But so we're not asking for the United States military to become involved. So let's see here. I got a handout. Where the heck did I put it? I'll read a little bit from that. If you'd like more information about this and about what's going on here today, you can go to Rojava Report. It's ROJAVA report.wordpress.com. That's Rojava Report, ROJAVA report.wordpress.com. And okay, here it says, over 2 years ago, the Kurds of Northern Syria have launched the Rojava Revolution along autonomous, socialist, feminist, and ecological principles. And they've been under attack, constant attack from ISIS for more than a year. Thousands of volunteer fighters with Rojava's Kurdish People's Protection Units, the YPG, and its all-women counterpart, the YPJ, have been struggling to defend their cities and villages. So everybody knows about Kobanê, maybe they don't. It's a small town along the Kurdish border, and it's been under attack for the last week, 2 weeks, and it looks like ISIS is probably going to take over the town, but the Kurds are just standing by, or the Turks are just standing by, and they could very easily do something about it. There's been massive protests all over Turkey this past week by Kurds in support of what's going on there, and a lot of people were shot and killed, unfortunately, demonstrating. So, and there's been this demonstration is also in solidarity with other demonstrations around the world. So there you got it. A little background on what's going on. So not much. There's not going to be a lot happening at this demo today. And as soon as I get a little more of an audience, I'm going to, I'll start doing interviews here. We like the anarchists.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking back and forth in different hats and it'll look like a bunch of people.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more people than what there actually are.
But this is Powell and Market. People aren't...
It's a good high visibility area.
It is high visibility, but it's also high apathy.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just everywhere in America, Everybody's up at Fleet Week.
Oh yeah.
You should have seen all the idiots getting off the subway or BART when I came over here, right? Going to see.
It's free entertainment. I mean, if I had the budget pen, I'd say no, waste of money, nuisance. But since I don't, might as well try to enjoy it.
Yeah, why's it got to be about war? How come they can't have a civilian air show, right?
Well, because it's the,
Yeah, right.
military has the money to fund such a thing. Nobody's gonna
Well, supposedly it brings, millions of dollars into the SF economy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I had a friend who loved Fleet Week because she wasn't that young or beautiful, but on Fleet Week she could get a sailor.
She could always find a squid, right?
And she'd just have to pick up one, and others that she'd never met would start calling her.
Well, when you spend a lot of time on a ship, there isn't any women, and
Right.
you're not supposed to fraternize on board the ship, right? They really frown on that.
Well, there aren't women on the ship.
Yeah,
are
they
they
have women on the ship, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a modern military nowadays. And,
yeah, I thought they'd be on different ships or whatever.
No.
Oh, I know. All right, so there's women on the ships that you're going crazy over, but you can't
do anything,
do
right?
anything.
So,
And then you get off and you're like so full of juice because you're young, and
well, the Navy,
anyone will do.
the Navy was always the gayest branch of the military, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I can see that because the other branches you were on land and you could hook up with locals
Right.
reasonably often. You have to pay for it sometime. Come home with a wife.
Oh yeah, and a
I
lot of,
lived on an army. I was an army brat in Japan for a few months. I know a little bit about it.
I was an Army brat.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
me neither. I didn't last long.
Yeah, and my nephews didn't join the military either. I was really glad about that.
A lot of those army brats were so dysfunctional emotionally. They had big problems, substance abuse problems early on.
Well, that's always a big. And somebody kind of helped me with the camera because I can't always be standing up. I went to the Obama thing yesterday.
Oh, how was
Boring.
it? Well, I know it would be.
There's a lot of standing around
Of course.
and getting deafened by a sound system that's way too loud. And they could have went. It would have been better if they would have had a march.
Yeah. And they cut it in half, cut it up.
Oh yeah, well you couldn't even go out in the street or
People
anything.
weren't
right?
in the same. People aren't in one big group. I went to one of those for a brief time, and I'm like, I'm not feeling super useful here. Feeling kind of lame.
Yeah, so I left. I did manage to see his motorcade,
Yeah.
but I've seen it like many, many times. Spent a lot of time in front of the White House, and you could see the comings and goings all the time.
Well, when I was in New York, he came in to speak to the UN, and it snarled traffic up all over town.
Well, yeah, because they're not used to dealing with it. In D.C., they've got it down.
Yeah. And New York, Manhattan is so packed anyway.
I try to drive around New York. It's just as bad or worse than it is here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
But yesterday, traffic was some of the worst traffic jams I've seen. And I felt sorry for all the Caltrain people because they couldn't walk from Market down to the Caltrain station.
Oracle is having a big convention.
Oh yeah, that bastard.
And then there's some tech thing happening, tech marketing thing happening around Civic Center. It looks like they're setting up for a rock, old school dinosaur rock concert, but no, they're just marketing some marketing stuff.
Yeah, if the weather holds up tomorrow, I'm going to go out to the Golden Gate Bridge.
And jump off.
No,
don't do that.
Now, Code Pink's having a Fleet Week demonstration out there. And they're going to be flying kites if the weather permits.
That sounds nice. What time?
It starts at 12 noon to 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hassle to get there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hassle. But you can get the bus that stops over here on 3rd Street actually goes all the way up to Presidio where you can get off the Golden Gate Bridge.
I know. I'm on some meds that make me kind of hyper and jittery, so I don't know if I'll be able to deal. Plus I need to use the rest.
You need to use it now. There's one in the basement of across the street.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Things seem to be slowing down.
Yeah, so we get a few more people online here watching. I'll do a little interview with some Kurds that can talk about the situation in Kobanê. It's an urgent humanitarian crisis that's going on there. People are being murdered and killed, innocent civilians. Basically, you can place most of the blame on the United States. They're the ones that are supplying all the weapons.
For the wrong people.
Well, their goal is to keep the Middle East in a constant state of war because it's divide and conquer, right? I mean, as long as they're pumping oil out of the ground, they could care less about who's killing who.
except when they come over here and start killing. But even that just gives them an excuse to pump it up more.
Right. And we know that it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? Don't believe a thing you see on the mainstream media about the situation in the Middle East. Like, there isn't anybody that's actually telling the truth about what's going on there.
Well, how much? And nobody? There's no source you can recommend?
Not really. What, BBC? No way.
Al Jazeera?
Al Jazeera, nah. They're
Fox?
Relax the situation.
No. Yeah, Faux News? No.
MSNBC?
No, they're crappy. Even RT's kind of sucky. At least RT kind of covers it, though, because I haven't really seen too much about the situation in Kobanê in the mainstream media.
I was in London when this all started happening, and there was a lot of blow-by-blow about ISIS and the people stuck on the mountain and yada yada. But it was pretty clear that Cameron, just like the PMs in Britain have been doing for at least since the Iraq War, that he was going to follow our president like a lapdog. Whatever you want, sir, that's what we're going to do. So, I don't entirely trust the British media either.
Well, they're just as big of liars as everybody
Not
else.
even the liberal.
No. Been a lot of good live streams today. If you're watching and you don't want to watch this one, there's Revolutionary Z, REBELUTIONARY_Z. He's live streaming from Ferguson. There was tens of thousands of people in the streets of St. Louis earlier today,
Really?
protesting the police murders of young black men, not only in Ferguson and St. Louis, but across the country. And also Oakland Ellie, she's there. And you can follow my Twitter at Freeman Sullivan. I think I've retweeted a listing of all the live streamers there. Thanks for talking. So if anybody's watching on the chat, log on if you have any questions. I'm going to be interviewing some of the Kurds here to find out more about what's going on. And if you're in the Bay Area, tonight at 5:30 at Union Square, there's going to be a light show by the Revolutionary Light Brigade. They'll be shining their lights soon after dark.
Are you going to be here?
I may or may not go to that, depending on how I feel. My back's already starting to act up a little bit.
Call me when you get, are you still in here? Maybe hang out afterwards.
Okay.
I'm in the room. I'm just...
All right. So we thank you guys for watching. For those of you just joining us, we're down here at Palo Market, and in solidarity with the Rojava Revolution, with the YPG and the YPJ. This seems to me like an anarchist organized demonstration. So we'll keep this live stream relatively short. I think I'll probably be out here another half an hour.
But you know, that's Illuminati or something.
What? You know that one guy who just said it was Illuminati? He's taking too many drugs, folks. Beautiful day out here.
What's the difference between YPJ is just, that's a woman. Oh, okay. That's woman. Like J is J, which is like French J, is mean woman. Okay? So that's like the woman. guerrilla movement, there's the movement section. I think there's the janitor.
So when the PKK existed, there wasn't a union back then.
It was just
More
me.
recent.
Yeah. We had
Very cigarette, brother, if possible. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. You're awesome. God bless you. Why you ain't gonna go see the Blue Angels?
My family was a military family. I'm glad that's over.
Oh, you glad it's
I'm against the war. You know, we don't need any more guns or bombs.
No, but the Blue Angels ain't gonna be.
Yeah, it glorifies the
war,
military. Yeah, it does.
No, but they don't. You know, it do glorifies the military, but they don't fly around bombing. Well, not them.
No, it's
them show planes.
But they're worse in a lot of ways because they're used as a recruitment. Yeah, they're a recruitment tool.
Fucking advertising.
Right, to get these dumb little kids to join the military, right?
Ah, you smart.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
No, you're right. And that's what all that shit is. That's why they got them out here. That's in the advertising. Be like, I ain't got any money. I want to be like them.
Yeah, because the jets are cool. They're cool looking. I used to like them when I was a kid.
Everybody want to be up in it.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be up in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, it's advertisement. You know what I'm saying? They get them to want to be, you know what I'm saying, in that plane. So, you know what I'm saying? In order for them to be on the plane, they got to what? They got to go through the services and stuff like that. So they're brainwashing our kids out of their age. You know what I'm saying? They try to get them to be that person that they want to see that flying through like a Blue Angel. You're right. I love you. You smart kid. You been?
Huh?
You been in
The military? No, hell no. My dad was in for 33 years. He was he was a career military. So I made it a point not to go into the military.
Me too. Actually, they sent me one of them notice things. You know what I'm saying? In the mail. I just threw that motherfucker.
If I was going to be in the military, I'd be in something like that.
What?
The anarchists in solidarity.
Oh, that's me. All day. Anarchist. What's up, bro? What's up?
Of course, I'm non-violent, but
I told you.
all right. Good luck to you, brother. Right. We got a small crowd out here. We're here at Powell Market here in San Francisco. This is your live streamer, Freeman Sullivan. If you'd like to stay up to date on what my whereabouts are and what I'm going to be doing, you can follow me on Twitter at Freeman Sullivan, or follow me or friend me on Facebook, Clark.Sullivan.
Solidarity.
Can you tell our audience what your sign says?
I'm sorry?
What does your sign say?
What do you mean? Kobanê is one of the canton, Kurdish canton in
Right.
Syria.
Sure.
Okay, so,
Can you say that they should have the right to live as they want?
all right.
Cool.
Thank you. I wouldn't mind talking to our live stream audience. Why are you out here?
Kobanê.
Right? What's going on there?
Kobanê is under attack of ISIS, Islamic State. It's a terror organization.
I would agree. Do you want? Are you asking for U.S. intervention, or what exactly are we out here for?
Just want some help.
Okay. Humanitarian.
Send them some weapons so they can protect themselves. I know, or at least open up the border since Turkey is part of NATO. Yeah, open up that border so we can at least be free, you know? Getting slaughtered from all sides, so if they open up the border, at least they can go, you know?
Yeah, they're using light weapons against tanks and missile launchers.
Those weapons belonged to the United States. When the United States left, they handed those weapons to Iraqis. Of course, ISIS came in and they took those weapons from them. They ran. They took those weapons, and now Peshmergas are stuck with AK-47s. That's all they have.
All right. When suppose somebody's watching right now, how could they do something to help the Kurds in Kobanê? Like if somebody's just watching online, what can they do?
The only thing is just to let it be known that people are getting killed.
Okay.
People are getting slaughtered. Women are getting raped. Women are getting sold. That's the only thing. That's the only thing they can do with that.
Maybe call the White House.
Maybe call the White House, send a letter. Right now, the only people that can save them, I would say, is going to be the United States, and Turkey opens up their border. So.
Yeah, because the Turks got Canada. They got tanks right on the border there. I saw them.
Yeah, they're watching them getting slaughtered from literally across the border.
Right, they're not letting anybody in across the border, from what I understand,
They're
right?
saying they're letting them in, but they're not letting them in.
All right, so we got a deep humanitarian crisis. About how many people live in Kobanê?
Besides that, we have a lot of Kurdish in Syria.
160,000.
Okay, so it's a pretty large city. Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. And your name is?
Hassan.
Hassan Clark.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, I come out here. I live stream all kinds of demonstrations. It's my 494th demonstration in the last 2 years.
Who's counting?
Yeah. Well, I keep track.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
It's, you got computers, right? That's what they're for. Thanks for talking with me.
500, right?
Yeah, when I saw that the anarchists were out here, I'm an anarchist myself. Right, I had to come out and support it, right? So there you go, there's a little background on what's going on out here, folks. So I'm not going to stay here too much longer. Try to get a little R&R in today before tomorrow. And maybe if I feel up to it, I might go out to the light show here by the Revolutionary Light Brigade. And if you're in San Francisco and you're in the downtown area, it'll be at Union Square around 5:30, and it gets dark pretty early. So there will be a light show a little bit later in support of Kurds in Kobanê. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool.
Kurdish circle.
Yeah. And basically the Kurds are the victims of geography,
Yeah,
right?
because they were in, the British cut it up so they were scattered in 4 different countries, and so they were powerless minorities in all of them.
So we can thank the Brits for that.
Yeah, that's
And
the
NATO.
The Brits, yeah.
And Bush, the war criminal,
Yeah.
right?
And were they mostly Christians or Muslims?
Kurds? They're mostly Muslim.
Yeah. Well,
But the
they're
Kurds
they're
are,
mostly in Muslim countries.
yeah,
so-
Kurds are historically, though, much more tolerant of Christians and other religions there.
Right.
And the Kurdish movement, the revolutionary movement there is fairly anti-authoritarian. And Öcalan, who's in prison in Turkey right now, he got converted. He was reading by Murray Bookchin. I don't know if you guys know who Murray Bookchin is, but he's a well-respected anarchist writer who wrote Post-Scarcity Anarchism.
Really?
So, yeah, Murray Bookchin. And he converted the spiritual leader of the Kurds, the PKK, Öcalan, O-C-A-L-A-N. Anyway, he's a political prisoner in Turkey, sort of like the spiritual, the leader of the, if you can call a leader, of the PKK. And we got 2 different, not acronyms, but anyway, the initials of YPG are the male fighters, male Kurd fighters, and then over here we have the YPJ, which is the female fighters, the female contingents.
Now the females are awesome. They have a unique role. From what I read ISIS believes that if they die in battle, they will go to heaven. But only if they're killed by men. If they are killed by women, they will not go to heaven. And so when they learn that female warriors are coming at them, they get hysterical, they scatter, they don't want their martyrdom wasted on being killed by women, which won't get them into heaven. And so this weird, completely wacky belief system the Kurds learned of and have been able to use to great advantage.
Ah, that sweet aroma.
What is it, ganj?
Yeah, somebody's smoking good.
No wonder I'm coughing.
It's the male fighters, the male Kurds of the PKK. So YPG is the male fighters that are fighting in Kobanê, right, on the border with Turkey and Syria, right? And the YPJ are the female fighters. Well, there you have it, folks. I can already feel my sciatica starting to act up.
I can feel everything acting up. I'm on this speedy stuff, so I can ignore it a little bit.
I wished. But I'm getting better. You notice no wheelchair anymore.
Yeah, I did notice. Very good.
I'm working hard at not using it, right?
Yeah,
And
I
I
have
do.
sciatic issues too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad I will want to stay out of the chair as long as possible.
Yeah, I know, because I could always get one of those electric ones, but I'm like, nah.
One thing about me is I still walk a lot, even when I'm feeling frail, because I have to. I don't have a car, and I'm used to it. So my muscle tone is pretty bad in most areas, but my legs, they're still strong. They still got muscle tone, and that's because I still walk, and that's, my main physical activity these days.
All right, yeah. For those of you who are watching, I'll put a link where you can go for more information as soon as I'm done live streaming. So stay on the page, and I'll put a link my live stream page.
Yeah,
for
I
people
don't know
watching.
how to do any of that, unfortunately.
So stay with the page.
I don't know how to get on the page, stay on the page.
The best way to find out about what I'm doing when I'm live streaming is to follow me on Twitter at Freeman Sullivan or Facebook.
Okay.
And I usually let people know. I always let people know when I'm coming out.
Okay. Great.
So I guess we got about 20 people out here in a solidarity protest with the people of Kobanê, which is a true humanitarian crisis. And it's really great to see anarchist groups stepping up to the forefront and actually doing something to help out these refugees, smuggling them over the border, providing them with temporary housing once they arrive in Turkey, and feeding people. So I'll leave a link to their website, and you can take it from there. So I'm going to let you go now. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. Much love and much peace, and everybody have a great day.